From spine-chilling Bigfoot encounters in the woods to heart-pounding spirit sightings, and even mind-bending UFO experiences. If you're intrigued by the world of the unexplained, you're in for an extraordinary adventure as we explore each mysterious capture. Many ancient stories suggest the existence of Greek giants in the past, often based on the discovery of large bones. However, these giants are long gone, and you won't find them in today's world. Or will you? There's a video from an unknown part of a Canadian mountain where a man is recording something unusual. In the video, the man tells his friend that there's a person standing on top of the mountain, but his friend doesn't believe him.
There's a person standing there.
No, it's not!
The figure on the mountain is standing very still, and when you look at it from a distance, it appears quite large. Some people might argue that it could be the top of a tree, but the strange thing is that it's all alone. If it were a treetop, you'd expect to see more like it nearby. So what could it be? Was it really a giant that was spotted? You can find thousands of Bigfoot sighting videos on the internet, but most of them are of low quality or taken from a long way off. However, this particular footage was captured in high quality by a hiker who was out recording the beauty of nature. While enjoying the forest sounds, the hiker suddenly heard heavy footsteps approaching from ahead. The video begins with a massive black figure moving closer to the camera. As it comes nearer, we can see that it's covered in thick black fur, and its body and arms are exceptionally large. Eventually, the creature gets very close to the camera, and we get a good look at its eerie and unsettling face. Its facial features seem to be a strange mix of a gorilla and a human, and it appears to be quite angry. Of course, there's always the possibility that this video could be a fake, with someone in a Bigfoot suit. However, the size of the creature is way too huge for a human. Up close, it looks like this Bigfoot-like creature could be around 10 to 12 feet tall. Whatever it was, thank God it didn't notice the hiker. This video comes from Siberia's Baikal Lake, where a group of explorers stumbled upon something truly bizarre trapped in the ice. The video begins as the group's device signals that something is buried beneath the frozen surface.
I got a very strong signal.
They start clearing away the snow with their hands, and as they do, they catch a glimpse of something white encased in the frozen lake. Their curiosity piqued. They continue removing more snow, and as the surface becomes clearer, they reveal what appears to be a face trapped within the ice. However, this is no ordinary face. It bears a striking resemblance to a yeti. Its eyes are hollow, and its facial features are remarkably large. The creature even has pale white skin. In light of this discovery, my advice to the group would be to cover the snow back up, and it's better to leave the creature undisturbed inside the ice. This video surfaced on TikTok and was subsequently reposted. The original uploader claimed to have captured a real sighting of a yeti. The video unfolds with two friends venturing into a forest at night, for God knows why. As they record their exploration, they start hearing rumbling sounds coming from the bushes, and when they turn the camera towards the noise, there's no one to be seen. Moments later, they hear branches cracking again, and the man aims the camera in that direction. But once more, there's nothing there. Paranoia starts to take hold, and they become visibly scared. Then, as the uploader pans the camera around to capture the source of the sound, he unexpectedly spots a figure standing at a distance. He zooms in on the figure, revealing a disturbing and spine-chilling sight. Creature staring directly at the camera with lifeless, unsettling eyes. As the friends notice the creature, it abruptly flees. It was a genuinely eerie encounter, as the expressionless look on the creature's face was incredibly strange, but it was undeniably terrifying. Spotting a monstrous creature like Bigfoot is scary on its own, but when you witness them lurking and darting from the darkness, it takes the creepiness and fear to a whole new level. This video was captured by a man who claims that something was trailing him while he was returning home from a 24/7 store at 1 a.m. In the video, we can clearly see two glowing eyes peering out from the darkness, and they seem to be looking directly at the camera. The person who uploaded the video mentions that these eyes followed him, and he's not sure what to do about it.
It's staring at me. They followed me home from the gifting rock. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I don't know what to do.
Also, these eyes appear to be at a considerable height, ruling out the possibility of them belonging to most forest animals. So, what could this staring entity be? Perhaps the man recording should try offering it an apple to see if he can make a new friend out of it. This video originates from a feeder camera located near the California border. In the footage, we can observe an ape or gorilla-like creature gazing directly at the camera, or possibly trying to access some food from the feeder. After a few moments of this camera stare, the creature moves away. What makes this encounter peculiar is that the camera was positioned about 12 feet above the feeder, yet the ape-like creature appears remarkably close to it. This suggests that the creature must have been at least 10 feet in height. Additionally, the feeder was situated below, and the creature was looking upward, indicating that it was initially aware of the camera's presence. Opinions on this video vary. Some viewers believe it could be a sighting of the legendary Bigfoot, while others speculate that it might simply be a large-sized ape. What are your thoughts on the matter? I don't know what it is with the night hikers, as they always find themselves in creepy forest stalking encounters. This video comes from a night hiker who was out to capture some footage of hedgehogs or foxes in the forest. While scanning the area, he suddenly notices something massive lurking in the distance, seemingly watching him. As he turns the camera towards this figure, it appears to be moving away at first, but then he realizes that it's not retreating. It's actually coming closer, heading straight toward him. Frightened by this, the hiker runs for his life and manages to escape. In a close-up shot, we can see that the figure is a huge black creature with a humanoid appearance. Its body is broad and covered in a black coat. The most spine-chilling detail is its face, which seems to have an unnaturally wide open mouth. The entire encounter was undeniably eerie and quite bizarre. This video, posted on Facebook, is quite old and appears in black and white. The uploader mentioned that it was filmed by his grandfather using black and white camera. In the video, we can see a view of a jungle, and right in front of us, there's a creature resembling Bigfoot walking. This creature is enormous and moves in a posture that's eerily similar to a human. While it might resemble a gorilla or an ape, its sheer size is what makes it truly terrifying. The creature appears to be strolling casually, going about its own business. This footage was captured from a hidden vantage point, and it tracks the creature until it disappears into the woods. One can only imagine that the uploader's grandfather may have known a lot more about these creatures based on this remarkable video alone. The sky is undeniably fascinating, where we occasionally spot unidentified flying objects, strange phenomena, and even mysterious creatures. In this video, we witness one such encounter. It starts with a view of an airplane soaring through the clear sky, and then something extraordinary happens. An unidentified object or entity approaches from the front and swiftly darts past the plane, narrowly avoiding a collision. Upon closer inspection and zooming in on the object, it becomes clear that this is unlike any bird or familiar flying creature we know. It has a plate-like lower body with a round top, resembling a housing for a pilot, much like what we associate with a typical UFO. Moreover, the object exhibits remarkable speed, and the fact that it came so close to the plane adds an element of fear and terror to the encounter. As for what this flying object might be, it remains a mystery, and interpretations can vary widely. What are your thoughts on it? A Reddit user named Micey3 shared this video and posed a question to the community. What exactly is that mysterious presence in the video, peering back at him from the bushes? In the footage, we can clearly see two luminous eyes lurking from within the dense bushes, fixated on the camera operator. The sight is deeply unsettling because it provides a slight glimpse of this creature's face and head shape, which resembles something akin to a Bigfoot lurking in the shadows. What adds to the eerie atmosphere is the uncertainty of why this creature is staring so intently at the cameraman. Is it hiding itself, waiting for the right moment to run away, or is it contemplating the camera operator as a potential meal? The answer remains shrouded in mystery, leaving room for speculation and imagination. While hiking in the mountains of Turkey, a group of hikers had an unforgettable and terrifying encounter. The video they captured shows them exploring the hills of Mount Kaz, with everything initially seeming calm and relaxed. They were casually talking and enjoying their trek until suddenly one of their friends becomes frightened and urges the others to look at something on the side of a cliff.
Ahmet sakın şu an her yerde çıkabilir, her an çıkabilir. Bu
Allah Ömer abi sanda.
bir dakika.
Sanda.
Nerede?
Baba bu
Yukarıda. Tamam gördüm. Gördüm bir dakika bak. Gördüm.
Boynuzlara bak. Tamam işte.
Ahmet bu boynuzlu şerşapal bu Ahmet. Boynuzlu şerşapal
Dediğin
bak.
abi bu. Büyük boynuzu olan.
Ömer abi ne bu?
Burayı koruyan boynuzlu şerşapal bu çok güçlü.
As the camera person turns the camera towards the cliff, they spot two glowing eyes peering down from the top. Upon zooming in, they realize that it's a creature resembling a screwhorn with its distinctive twisted horns. However, what makes this sighting exceptionally creepy are the eyes. They don't resemble the eyes of a screwhorn or any other typical animal. Instead, they appear soulless and strangely human-like. Speculations arise, with some suggesting that this might be a skinwalker in disguise, taking on the form of a screwhorn to conceal its true nature. In this video, a forest enthusiast is out on a typical forest hike adventure when he spots an animal in the distance that he initially assumes is a black bear. He begins recording the animal, but things take a strange turn. As he zooms in with his camera, the creature starts to appear less and less like a bear. Instead, it exhibits a human-shaped head, and rather than bare paws, it has human-like hands. The creature's overall appearance resembles more of a Bigfoot than that of a bear. Realizing that this is not a bear as he initially thought, the man becomes alarmed and decides to flee from the area. What the creature was doing remains a mystery. The encounter certainly raises questions and adds an element of intrigue and uncertainty to the forest adventure. Bigfoot sightings are typically associated with deep, dense forests or bushes and are often reported during nighttime. However, in this video, a user reported to the local police that they witnessed an unidentified creature, possibly a Bigfoot, on the edge of a forest near a trail track. In the video, we can observe a dark, bear-like creature sitting beside a tree near a trail track. The creature remains seated for a while, and the cameraman, filled with fear, continues to record the unsettling scene. After some time, the creature stands up and appears to wave at the cameraman, which sends the camera person running away in fear. What sets this encounter apart is that the creature doesn't resemble a bear, ape, or gorilla. Its behavior, especially sitting near the trail track, adds an eerie aspect to the encounter, as if it were waiting for someone to pass by. This video, although quite old and posted on a Facebook account from 2014, showcases a fascinating encounter with the legendary Bigfoot. The video is taken from inside a car, driving along a forest road. Right from the start, we catch a glimpse of a dark humanoid creature covered in dark fur as it crosses the road. The creature's size and overall appearance are substantial, and it disappears behind a tree shortly after crossing the road. The creature appears to be walking in a relaxed and casual manner, seemingly unaware of the approaching vehicle. Unfortunately, the video's quality is quite low, making it difficult to discern specific facial details of the creature. However, based on its body and fur, it strongly resembles the description of a Bigfoot. What are your thoughts on this? This video was filmed in an Ohio forest back in 2013 and claims to capture a sighting of a Sasquatch. The video begins with a view of forest rain, and it appears that tourists have sought shelter in a specific location. As the camera person raises their camera, it captures a figure in the distance walking through the woods. The figure in question is tall and exhibits a body form that appears to be a mixture of a human and an ape. It's visible for a brief moment before it vanishes once again. According to the uploader of the video, they have seen this creature before, and when they attempted to record it, it mysteriously disappeared. This suggests the possibility that this Bigfoot or Sasquatch-like creature may be following or stalking them. The encounter is undeniably terrifying that you might think twice about going on an adventure in that Ohio forest. In this trail camera video, we witness something not many people get to see. As a deer is scratching its head with its hind leg, after a little head shake, the unexpected occurs. The deer's antlers simply fall off its head. It's a surprising sight to behold, and the deer promptly runs away. Once the deer has left the scene, we're left with the antlers lying on the ground. Quite a sight to be caught on a trail camera. This TikTok video was shared by the user Eisen, who claimed to have witnessed a peculiar sight in the sky. In the video, there's a distinctive bluish glowing mist visible in the nighttime sky. What makes it even more intriguing is that this mist is clearly observable from the ground, and it's captured in the video. But that's not the only intriguing aspect. As the camera zooms in, we can discern lights emanating from something up there. One of these lights shines brightly, while the others are somewhat dimmer. While it's conceivable that these lights could be attributed to Elon Musk's Starlink satellites, the presence of the unexplained bluish mist around them remains a mystery. You can also sense the amazement and astonishment in the person recording the video, which is entirely understandable.
What? Hey, what the?
If I were to witness such a phenomenon in the night sky outside my house, I'd likely react in a similar manner. Natural disasters can indeed be terrifying and unnerving to witness, especially when they unfold right before your eyes. This particular video, recorded by a user named Ab15Arizona, depicts a fast and ferocious tornado wreaking havoc and destroying houses. In the video, we can see the person behind the camera capturing tornado in the foreground, while in the background, the sounds of their family's fear and distress can also be heard.
Right there! It's coming for you!
Stay over that way.
The tornado is undeniably dangerous, tearing through houses and reducing them to debris. Thankfully, in this instance, the tornado was moving sideways and not directly toward the person recording. Had it been moving in their direction, we might not have seen this video at all. Also, a tip for you guys. It's essential to remember that when facing a tornado, if it appears stationary or not moving away, the safest course of action is to retreat in the opposite direction because the tornado is coming straight towards you. Spirits and ghosts are often associated with cemeteries, but they are also believed to appear in various locations, including busy roads. In this video from Waiganai suburb, Papua New Guinea, captured by a road camera, we witness a car passing a signal on the road. After the car passes, an unusual transparent or smoky figure materializes on the side of the road near the signal. This spectral figure then begins to move, and as it does, it starts hovering before eventually ascending into the sky. Locals from the Waiganai suburb have reportedly encountered such sightings frequently in the area, particularly at night. The nature of this figure remains open to interpretation. Some might consider it a spirit or ghost of someone, while others might attribute it to a potential camera malfunction. Superman is a well-known fictional character who can fly in the sky, but have you ever witnessed a super spirit? This video was captured by a home security gate camera, and it shows a luminous figure rapidly ascending through the frame and into the sky. The figure emits a glowing white light, and upon closer inspection of the video, you can discern what appear to be legs and a hand raised, resembling Superman in flight. Some might suggest that it could be a bug, and that's a possibility. However, what makes this sighting particularly unusual is the way it continues to emit a glow even in broad daylight. If this is indeed a new species of glowing bugs or insects, it would certainly be an intriguing discovery. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Being stared at or feeling someone lurking can be an eerie and unsettling experience on its own. But when you're unsure whether the thing staring at you is real or not, it adds an extra layer of fear. In this video, an explorer makes a creepy discovery while hiking in the mountains. They come across a small opening, and inside, they find a face constructed from stones, seemingly staring back at them. What makes it even creepier is that the face appears to be smiling, and there is a whole dark vibe about that smile. Also, there's a strange transformation noted by some viewers. At the beginning of the video, the face might not have been smiling, but as the camera zooms in, it seems to smile directly at the camera. This experience is truly chilling, especially considering it's in a remote mountain area where it's unlikely someone created the face for tourist purposes. Trail cameras and Bigfoot sightings often go hand in hand, leaving us wondering whether these legendary creatures truly exist. In this trail cam footage, we can see a dark black figure lurking behind a tree, attempting to remain hidden from the trail camera's view. However, after some time, it approaches a bit close to the camera, allowing us to discern some of its features. The creature appears to be covered in a thick coat of black hair, and its overall shape resembles that of a classic Bigfoot. Moreover, since we can only see its upper body frame, it's evident that the creature is quite wide and towering in stature. So, what do you think this creature was? Was it merely a buffed up gorilla or a genuine sighting of the mighty Bigfoot? While hiking in the forest, it's essential to be aware of potential animal predators to ensure your safety. However, what about trees? Can they host such things? In this video, captured by a hiker on a forest trail in Canada, we can see a figure that resembles a human standing on top of a tree in the distance. This figure appears to maintain its balance effortlessly, without the need for hand support. It moves around, and it has human-like features, including skinny arms, a head that resembles a human shape, and long hair. People who have viewed this video have suggested that it might be an experienced tree climber, possibly a local forest resident. Nevertheless, the ease with which this figure stands on the tree is both unsettling and remarkable. It raises questions about the potential presence of skilled climbers in the forest canopy and adds an intriguing layer of mystery to the wilderness. This video was posted on Facebook by a user named Aristo, who was convinced that he had captured Bigfoot on his camera. The video starts with the cameraman running and breathing heavily, as if he had spotted something in the woods and was either trying to capture it on camera or possibly even running from it. After a moment, the cameraman stops and focuses his camera on the distance, revealing a massive dark black creature that resembles an ape, making its way through the bushes. This confirms that the cameraman was indeed chasing after this creature. As the cameraman moves a bit closer, he captures another glimpse of this creature, and this time we see it standing upright. Its posture is unlike that of a gorilla, more reminiscent of a human. It's also quite tall and has long arms. Nevertheless, I want to believe that it was indeed an ape or a gorilla. Otherwise, my fear whispers that it must be Bigfoot. This video takes us to the Philippines, where locals are gathered around a creature perched on a store roof during the night. As one of the locals shines a flashlight on the cryptid, we get a glimpse of its truly terrifying features. The creature has a human-like body and facial features, but the way it is hunched on the roof is incredibly eerie and sends shivers down one's spine. This menacing creature appears to be possibly lurking for something. What's particularly strange is that in the street beside the store, people are casually walking by as if they are unaware of the lurking cryptid's presence. Additionally, towards the end of the video, the locals recording it seem to be laughing. The laughter could be interpreted in different ways. It might suggest that this encounter is fake or a prank staged by them. Whales are truly magnificent creatures due to their immense size, but encountering these majestic yet potentially menacing animals up close can be a nightmare experience. In this video, recorded by a fisherman, we witness a dramatic encounter with a killer whale. In the video, as the fisherman boat moves forward, the cameraman spots a killer whale approaching their way. He begins to warn others on the boat about the possibility of the whale leaping toward them.
Hey, it's coming this way. Let it jump on us.
Suddenly, the worst case scenario happens.
Ah! Woo! Go!
As the killer whale launches an attack on their boat. The impact causes the boat to wobble and shake, leaving the cameramen also shaken. After regaining their composure and stability, the people on the boat start shouting at the driver to speed up and drive them away from the area.
Go! 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 Go!
The sheer fear in their voices is real as they implore the driver to leave immediately. As the boat retreats and gains distance, they can still see the fin of the killer whale pursuing them. Thankfully, the fin eventually disappears, and they escape unhurt. It's a relief that the boat didn't flip during the killer whale's attack, as that could have put them in a deadly situation. This brief video has been circulating on the internet, featuring a homeowner capturing a terrifying sight on their home camera. In the video, we observe a tricycle in a hallway, moving seemingly on its own. What makes it eerie is the slow and deliberate pace at which the tricycle's pedals move. The tricycle continues in the same direction at the same pace until it finally tips over. Also, the hall appears to be empty, with no one present. While tricycles can move on their own under certain conditions, such as a sloped angle floor or wind. In this case, it was on a level floor in a closed building with no apparent air circulation. This leaves us with the mystery of whether this was just a random occurrence, or if there might be a paranormal explanation, such as a child ghost riding the tricycle. The video raises intriguing questions and adds an element of the unexplained to the situation. Driving on a desolate nighttime road can be an invitation for a creepy encounter, and this family experienced just that. In this video, we witness a desolate road with the car's headlights illuminating a terrifying cryptid figure hunched over on the road. The figure's creepy and horrifying body shape is visible, with long, skinny arms, a humanoid body that appears to be bent backward, and long hair. This terrifying cryptid stands motionless right in the middle of the road. The family in the car had a dangerous encounter on their hands, as the cryptid was blocking their path. Trying to pass it from the side could have resulted in an attack. However, rather than quickly driving away from this ominous presence, the family inexplicably remained in their car, recording the scary cryptid. Dogs do all kinds of strange things that we humans don't quite understand, including their ability to sense things we may not see or explain. This video comes from India, where we witness a dog entering a home's gallery. The dog then approaches what appears to be a mat or a hanging piece of metal mesh and curiously hits it with its paw, and as it does so, the dog becomes frightened by a transparent smoky figure that seems to emerge from it. While it's unlikely that this figure is a ghost or anything supernatural, it's possible that the dog's pawing at the mat stirred up some dust or particles, creating the illusion of a smoky form. What's intriguing, however, is the significant amount of dust that seems to emerge from the mat with just a light paw tap, making it a bit unusual. This TikTok video was posted by a user who stumbled upon a strange blue light in the ocean. In the video, we can see the water's surface is illuminated with a strange yet mesmerizing blue glow. It's not any kind of paranormal phenomenon and is known as plankton lights. These lights occur due to bioluminescence in the water, often caused by an algae bloom of plankton. However, the mysterious aspect of this video isn't the plankton lights themselves. As the people recording the video get closer to the plankton lights, a shadowy figure can be seen in the water. The figure's silhouette resembles that of a human, or more precisely, a mermaid. It's only visible for a brief moment, but it's undeniably eerie. While it's possible that the appearance of this shadow is a result of the way low waves interact with light and can play tricks on the eyes, the lingering question remains: what if it's not just an eye illusion? This video comes from a security cam at an undisclosed police station, and it captures a rather unsettling scene. In the video, the entrance hall of the police station appears to be empty. However, after a moment, a smoky, translucent figure materializes behind the glass door. This mysterious figure proceeds to move toward the center of the door and then opens it. But as the door swings open, the figure vanishes. The appearance of this figure suggests that it could be a ghost or a spirit, possibly that of a child due to its relatively low height. The idea of encountering an unknown entity in this manner is certainly spine-chilling. Nonetheless, given that this is a police station, one might assume that they are equipped to handle such paranormal encounters. This video comes from Russia, and the uploader claims to have captured a sighting of a Russian Yeti. In the video, we can see the uploader driving along a snowy road at nighttime. As he continues driving, a tall, white figure suddenly crosses the road ahead of the car. This figure appears to be sprinting across the road, prompting the driver to stop the car and contemplate what they've just witnessed. Upon closer examination of the slowed-down video, it becomes apparent that the figure has white fur and is relatively tall in comparison to the distance it was seen from. It moved swiftly and disappeared in an instant. Also, Russia is known for its numerous reported Yeti sightings, so this video may be another addition to that intriguing Yeti sighting. What do you think about this mysterious figure? This video, uploaded by Discovery, appears to have captured the sighting of a megalodon in the ocean. In the video, a show host discusses with a guest who claims to have spotted a large sea creature on Google Earth in the ocean.
Agent who was studying the swarm noticed something out in the water.
Okay, kind of a speck.
Yeah, well, at this resolution, it's a speck. When they zoomed in, though, they got this.
It's a little fuzzy, but I'd say that's a shark.
They analyze a zoomed-in satellite photo of this enormous creature. Even from a considerable distance, it appears to be quite massive. To emphasize the creature's size, they show another image taken by the same satellite, zoomed in to the same extent. In this second image, school buses can be seen for comparison. And even these buses looked tiny. When these bus photos are placed next to the creature spotted in the water, it becomes evident just how large the creature is. The guest estimates that the sea creature is at least 70 feet or possibly even larger in size. The show host, somewhat skeptical, asks the guest if it's the same creature that was spotted in another part of the ocean earlier. The guest suggests that it's possible, as great white sharks are known to travel long distances, so these creatures could do the same. All these facts indeed point toward the possibility that this may have been a megalodon sighting, potentially millions of years after it was believed to have gone extinct. The video comes from a homeowner who, one night, heard strange noises coming from the woods outside his house. His dog was also agitated, continuously barking. Curiosity and concern led him to take his dog outside to investigate, and what they witnessed was truly terrifying. In the video, the owner shines a flashlight into the woods as his dog investigates. However, in the background, there are two pairs of eerie eyes lurking in the darkness. These eyes remain perfectly still, unnoticed even by the vigilant dog. It appears that the eyes become aware of the owner noticing them, prompting both pairs to briefly hide. But when the dog eventually leaves, and the owner shines his light again, the lurking and stalking eyes reappear. This unsettling encounter raises questions about what these lurking and stalking beings might be. It's indeed a situation that calls for caution and possibly involving law enforcement to investigate further, as checking them alone could be an invitation to a bad encounter. Some people believe we might be living in a big simulation, and sometimes they say glitches happen, like what's in this video. In the video, there's a deer just casually hanging out near a tree. But here's the strange part. When the deer turns its head to one side, we suddenly see another head looking the opposite way. It's like there's one body but two heads on this deer. Now, you might think it's just a coincidence. Maybe another deer is in front and hidden from the camera. But as the deer moves a bit, we don't see any other deer in front of it or anywhere near it. It's all by itself, munching on grass. And the way those two heads move together, that's a bit odd too. So what's going on here? Was it really a glitch in our supposed simulation? That's the mystery. This eerie video, posted on Instagram by a user named Conspire, captures a mysterious and unsettling incident in an Irish school hallway at night. Initially, the hallway appears empty and locked. However, as the video begins, a loud bang is heard, followed by rumbling noises reminiscent of furniture being dragged. The series of inexplicable events continues as a bag falls from the top of lockers to the ground. A board detaches itself from the wall and crashes to the floor, and a chair, partially visible in the corner of the camera's view, moves on its own before slowly dragging itself towards the other side. However, no human beings can be seen anywhere in the video. The level of activity and the apparent aggression of these paranormal events make this encounter exceptionally unsettling. One can only imagine the reaction of the students and staff upon seeing these inexplicable and ghostly occurrences happening in their own school. In this video, we see a trucker from Arizona who had a rather eerie encounter while driving on a dark highway. As the video unfolds, the trucker is cruising along the highway late at night. However, something unusual catches their attention. A figure standing completely still right on the side of the road still. This figure appears to have a human-like shape, but it's just standing there on the road of the highway in the dead of night. It's quite puzzling why someone would be in such a place at that hour. It also seems as if this mysterious figure materialized out of thin air in front of the driver, although the darkness makes it difficult to say for certain. Regardless, the trucker made a wise decision not to stop and instead kept driving past the mysterious figure. Encountering mysterious and potentially unknown creatures in the depths of the forest can indeed be a spine-chilling experience. In such cases, it's important to prioritize safety and exercise caution. In this video, a lost hiker unintentionally wanders deep into the dense woods. While recording his journey, he hears a creepy noise up ahead. He points his camera in that direction and is shocked to see a terrifying creature lurking in the dark woods.
Oh my god.
This creature is really tall and it's staring right at the hiker through the camera. When the creature realizes that it's been noticed, the creature suddenly disappears into the darkness. The video quality isn't great, and it's challenging to make out specific details. But we can make out that the creature was tall and had a human-like body shape. Encountering such a huge and terrifying creature, lurking and watching, is really bone-chilling. It reminds us that the forest hides many unknown and frightening secrets. Amidst numerous Bigfoot sightings, the elusive creature's chilling face has rarely been captured up close. In this video, recorded by an adventurer exploring a forest at night, we are taken on a tense journey. As the adventurer uses his camera flash to illuminate the surroundings, he zooms in on a figure standing in the distance. What comes into focus is a horrifying and spine-tingling sight. A creepy and eerie creature staring directly back at us. The creature's unsettling face is characterized by an unsettling wild grin with two lifeless eyes that only intensify its cryptic aura. As the adventurer notices this creature and calls out, it swiftly runs away. The creature's size and physical appearance strongly resemble that of a Bigfoot, and the uploader himself believes it to be one. Regardless of its identity, encountering such a creature firsthand is an undeniably hair-raising experience. This video is from a home security camera from a Florida house. In the footage, we can witness a humanoid figure with ghostly characteristics calmly strolling. The figure appears slightly hunched, as if it's on a mission to find something or someone. Its entire body lacks any fur, and it moves in an eerie and unsettling manner. The residents in the area have also reported similar incidents happening before, leading them to believe that this figure or creature comes from the nearby forest and messes with their trash bins. However, the big mystery is, what was this creature searching for? Was it on the hunt for its next meal, or simply wandering around the neighborhood with an unknown purpose? A homeowner was startled by eerie screeching sounds coming from outside his house. Curiosity led him to investigate the source, but what he discovered was nothing short of a nightmare. In the video, the view showed dark bushes, and as the homeowner moved the camera, he noticed a distant figure within the bushes lurking. This figure had a humanoid shape with an alien-like head. The creature remained motionless, fixating a chilling and unsettling gaze upon the camera. The sheer terror emanating from its eyes sent shivers down the homeowner's spine. Overwhelmed by fear, the homeowner shouted at the creature.
"What do you want?"
In response, the enigmatic being retreated into the bushes, disappearing from sight. What exactly was this humanoid figure? Was it an extraterrestrial being? Or could it have been something even more sinister and dreadful? A TikTok user by the name of Cryptid University claimed to have captured footage of Bigfoot lurking in the woods. In the video, an elk is calmly grazing and going about its business, nothing out of the ordinary at first glance. However, when we zoom in on the background, we can discern some intriguing details: white or gray hair and certain facial features of a figure hidden in the woods. What's particularly eerie about this encounter is that the creature in the background is incredibly stealthy. Even though elk are known for their sensitivity to noise, they don't seem to detect this mysterious figure's movements. Additionally, judging by its size compared to the surrounding trees, it appears to be quite large. The question that arises is the creature's intent in stalking the elk. Is it merely observing the elk out of curiosity, or does it have more sinister motives, possibly considering the elk as its next potential meal? A Russian family was on their way home, driving along a forest road, when they noticed something unusual in the woods and decided to start recording. In the video, the family appeared visibly distressed, and their voices reflected their anxiety as they spotted a mysterious creature in the forest. This creature had a striking resemblance to an ape or a gorilla, covered in thick, dark black fur, and is casually moving through the woods. What made this encounter even more intriguing was the fact that, as local residents, the family had never come across such a creature in the forest before. It marked their first sighting of such an unusual being for the area. While they believed it might have been a Bigfoot, the low quality of the video and the distance from which it was recorded made it challenging to definitively identify the creature. Regardless of its true identity, thank God that the family wisely chose to remain inside their car, avoiding any potential danger or interaction with the enigmatic forest dweller. This video comes from a hiker who was out in the wilderness, initially thinking that a bear was stalking him. Concerned about his safety, he began recording the situation. However, when he zoomed in and focused on what he believed to be the bear, he discovered something entirely different. The creature in question wasn't a bear at all. It was a strange hybrid, appearing to be a combination of a humanoid and an ape. This peculiar being stood motionless, fixating a lifeless gaze upon the hiker. What made this encounter even creepier was the hiker's isolation. He was all alone in the wilderness, and had the creature decided to pursue him, he would have been defenseless. The creature's entire body was covered in dark black fur, resembling the description often associated with Bigfoot. However, the motives behind this Bigfoot-like creature's interest in the hiker remained a mystery. This trail camera footage dates back to 2016 and is believed to capture a sighting of Bigfoot. In the video, a hairy creature stands in front of the trail camera, completely blocking the frame. It displays long brown fur covering its body and seems to be interacting with the trail camera. Some individuals seeing this video have suggested that this might have been an orangutan or a bear, driven by curiosity about the camera. While orangutans do have a similar brownish coat, there are notable differences. So if it is a known animal, it will most likely be a bear. The creature in the video has notably bulky and wide limbs. It could be the hind legs of a bear standing up, although it still looks a bit strange to be that. So, what could it have been? Some speculate that this might indeed be a legendary Bigfoot, a creature often associated with such sightings due to its elusive nature and large, hairy appearance. However, as with many cryptid sightings, conclusive evidence remains elusive. In this video, a group of individuals initially focuses their camera on something unusual in a distant field from their car. As the camera zooms in, it becomes evident that the object in question is not a stationary item like a stone, but rather a living creature in motion. This creature appears entirely black and is covered in a thick coat of black hair all over its body. What stands out is its massive body frame and the way it walks, resembling a humanoid figure. The intriguing aspect is that this sighting occurs in a remote location, with a jungle situated above the field. This suggests the possibility that the creature might have emerged from the jungle and is now returning to it. All the characteristics and behavior seen in the video align with the typical descriptions associated with Bigfoot sightings. It's worth noting that Bigfoot legends usually depict the creature residing deep within forests, far from human civilization. However, this video challenges that assumption, suggesting that Bigfoot could potentially also can venture into open fields. Often, encounters with ghosts and spirits are commonly associated with security or trail cameras. However, have you ever witnessed a spirit during a live TV show? In a video featuring English television presenter and journalist James May hosting a program called Our Man in Italy, something intriguing was noticed by viewers in the background. While James May was sharing his forest travel experiences with the camera, an eerie humanoid transparent figure seemed to materialize out of nowhere and then dissolve in the same manner. Additionally, in another scene, this same figure appeared and then promptly disappeared. Initially, many viewers presumed it to be an editing mistake, but a significant number of them are convinced that what they witnessed was an authentic sighting of a ghost or spirit during a live television broadcast. The final verdict, however, I leave it for you, the viewers, to decide. This video comes from Indonesia, where the camera captures a scene atop a hill. In this footage, a figure emerges on the edge and appears to be moving casually. We can also hear the unease in the local people who are standing by, witnessing this unsettling sight. Locals mentioned that they've encountered this mysterious creature on multiple occasions during the night, but this was the first daytime sighting, and it was on the hill's edge. From a distance, this creature resembles a massive, dark-skinned being, and it seems to lack legs, appearing to slide its lower body along the ground. Regrettably, the video is quite brief, and the creature disappears after a few seconds. Consequently, we can't determine the precise identity of the creature we observed. Nevertheless, whatever it may be, it is undeniably eerie. An eagerly anticipated family forest outing turned nightmarish when they were startled by a distant, menacing growl. Fear and distress gripped the woman and children, while the man behind the camera tried to calm them and identify the source of the growl. In the midst of this tension, the man briefly captured a dark figure emerging from nearby bushes before it vanished. His own fearful yell prompted a terrifying growl from the creature, which then began to move. The children, seeing this, cried in fear. However, the father deserves credit for comforting his terrified children. The creature bore a resemblance to Bigfoot upon closer inspection, a massive humanoid figure. Whether it was truly Bigfoot or not, its hostile and agitated demeanor, especially in such close proximity to the family, was deeply unsettling. Witnessing animal rescues is among the most heartwarming moments, and we owe our gratitude to these individuals for allowing us to experience such heartwarming scenes. In the video, we see a deer trapped in a snowy landscape, seemingly frozen in place. The poor creature appears entirely immobile, with its body rigid and unable to move. Our heroes step in to rescue the deer, starting by providing it with warmth to ease its frozen state. They then carefully clear away the snow that has accumulated around its mouth and nose, ensuring it can breathe freely once more. Once the snow is removed, the deer regains its freedom and, after a while, finds its ability to walk again. our heroes release it back into the wild. While this video is heartwarming, it's impossible to ignore the fear and distress that the deer must have felt while trapped in that frozen environment, with snow covering its face and making it difficult to breathe and see. This video hails from St. Elmo, Illinois, dating back to 2012. In this footage, a hiker is seen pointing towards a distant object. Over yonder, a tall and massive creature stands motionless. This creature is wrapped in a black covering and possesses a body shape resembling that of a human, complete with limbs and a head. What truly stands out about this creature is its remarkable height. If you take a moment to observe the trees in its vicinity, you'll notice that in comparison, this creature appears to be around 12 to 14 feet tall. Towards the end of the video, this Bigfoot-like creature seems to be startled by something and then abruptly takes off running. Interestingly, the St. Elmo area in Illinois has reported numerous sightings of similar Bigfoot-like creatures. What are your thoughts on this formidable being? You might have come across numerous Bigfoot sightings in forests and hills, but this video presents a rather unique scenario. A Bigfoot-like figure leisurely relaxing and bathing in a lake on Vancouver Island. In the footage, we see a dark figure with a head that appears entirely black, and its shape doesn't quite match what we typically associate with known creatures. While it's possible to consider it might be a gorilla indulging in a daily bath, some notable distinctions come into play. Gorillas are known for their massive shoulders, and this figure doesn't quite exhibit that feature. Moreover, apes and gorillas are not proficient swimmers, and according to the hiker who captured this video, the pond or lake appeared to be quite deep. So, if it wasn't a gorilla or an ape, the question arises, could it possibly be a Bigfoot taking a casual dip in the lake? What do you think? A TikTok user posted a video claiming to have captured an unusual occurrence akin to a glitch in the Matrix. In the video, we see the perspective from a car window showing a bush seemingly engulfed in flames. However, when the camera is moved to the side to record the bush without the car glass window, there is no sign of fire. Yet, when the camera is directed back through the car window, the bush appears to be ablaze once more. The person behind the camera repeats this a few times to rule out any potential camera malfunction or error. This sight is genuinely confusing, and it gives the impression of some sort of mystical or magical phenomenon. Nevertheless, if there is a plausible scientific explanation for this peculiar occurrence, it would be valuable to share it with others in the comments section. This trail camera footage captures an exceptionally large and striking Bigfoot lurking in the woods. In the video, we can see a massive, dark figure moving subtly among the trees. This creature appears to have the typical black fur associated with Bigfoot, and its enormous size is quite striking. A straightforward comparison with a nearby tree highlights the creature's immense size. Just look at the tree's width compared to the sheer bulk of this giant being. Unfortunately, despite the video having relatively good picture quality compared to other Bigfoot sightings, it's still challenging to make out any details of the creature's face due to the darkness in the area where it is located. Nonetheless, the knowledge that such an enormous creature exists is itself a rather unsettling experience. I really enjoy long drives at night, but when I come across footage like this, it makes me reconsider heading out for those nighttime drives. In this video, filmed from inside a car, we spot a sizable object or creature positioned in the middle of the road at some distance ahead. Observing this, the driver slows down the car, both to get a better look at it and to allow this supposed creature some time to move away from the road. However, this enigmatic presence remains stationary and doesn't show any signs of movement. It almost seems as if this entity was simply waiting there for the car to pass by. The video ends before the car actually reaches this mysterious figure, but it leaves me wondering about what might have unfolded as they approached it. This video captures an eerie and unsettling sight in the nighttime. Something peculiar and creepy, situated on a distant tree. The person behind the camera describes this entity as appearing rather aggressive, and even causing the tree to shake slightly. This strange creature possesses a highly unusual body shape and an atypical coloration that doesn't resemble any known living beings. It presents a curious combination of colors, featuring half white and half black, with a hint of brownish hue. The camera person notes that this mysterious entity repeatedly approaches and perches on the tree. However, throughout the entire video, this enigmatic figure remains completely still and stationary. It's possible that it may have become aware of someone recording it and decided to stay still in an attempt to conceal itself. Alternatively, it could be entirely unaware of the person filming it. This video is more amusing and lighthearted than unsettling or scary. It features cunning parents who decide to play a prank on their children during a forest lake adventure. While the kids are enjoying their outdoor escapade, one of them, riding a quad bike, spots something in the woods and in pure fear runs towards their parents, claiming to have seen a Bigfoot in the forest.
Bigfoot! I swear! No!
As the child reaches their parents, the supposed Bigfoot emerges from the forest and starts running towards them. In response, another child also rushes to the parents in fear. However, when the kids notice their parents laughing, they realize it was all a prank, and it turns out their Bigfoot was actually their uncle dressed up in a Bigfoot costume, tricking them for fun. What's even more amusing is that the dog in the video doesn't seem to be too concerned, as it apparently already knew that there was no real threat from a Bigfoot. A video recently surfaced on Facebook, shared by a woman who captioned it as "Massive Bigfoots spotted in my backyard." In the video, we can observe a wintry landscape with a mysterious dark figure resembling Bigfoot lurking and moving along the edge of a forest. This enigmatic creature appears to be of substantial size, and its eerie presence is undeniably unsettling. As it traverses the forest's edge, it eventually disappears from sight. The lady who uploaded this video also made the claim that this shadowy figure has occasionally been following her through the woods, though it was often elusive and not clearly visible during those encounters. This recent sighting marks the first time she has come face to face with this creature, leaving her profoundly shaken and fearful. Considering the circumstances, what course of action should this woman take? Should she promptly vacate her property, or should she attempt to confront this imposing creature? In recent times, it appears that even spirits and ghosts are trying to stay fit and healthy to instill fear in today's generation. In a recent video, we witness a rather unusual occurrence. An exercise machine in an open gym facility is seen moving on its own. Strikingly, there is no one seated on the machine, yet it continues to move as if someone is actively exercising on it. While it's true that such equipment can exhibit minor movements due to various factors, what sets this incident apart is the sustained and uninterrupted motion that persists for a solid 30 seconds in the video. What makes this occurrence even more intriguing is the fact that the force required to move the machine fluidly in this manner seems beyond the influence of common factors like wind or vibrations. This raises the question, could it possibly be a spirit engaging in a workout routine, perhaps honing its spectral strength to further terrify the locals? The depths of both the deep ocean and dense forests have been known to hold mysterious and utterly spine-tingling occurrences. Such an unusual incident was recently captured by a drone camera as it glided above a forest. In the video, we are presented with an overhead view of a densely wooded area, thick with towering trees. Upon closer examination, one particular tree grabs our attention as it violently shakes and appears to be in motion, colliding with its neighboring trees. The drone camera then pans to survey the surrounding trees, revealing that they remain completely still and undisturbed, with no sign of any prevailing wind. Returning its focus to the peculiar tree, it becomes evident that not only is it moving, but it's doing so at a surprisingly swift pace, now noticeably displaced from its original position. Some viewers who have witnessed this enigmatic footage have speculated that it could be a heavy-duty harvester in action, felling and transporting the tree. However, a noteworthy point is that harvesters typically transport trees horizontally, making the vertical movement of this particular tree phenomenon all the more puzzling. If you are hungry for more mystery and thrill, then watch this.